You're live.
Welcome to the Resource Management Committee meeting for the date of September 3rd, 2025. Yeah. And would please join me for the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You're not usually first.
Yeah, I know. And roll call, please.
Mr. Curran,
Here.
Mrs. Hanchett,
Here.
Mr. Barnes,
Present.
Mr. Demick,
Here.
Mr. Fanton,
Here.
Mrs. Ricketts-Wales,
Here.
and Mr. Harris. 6 present.
Thank you. Approval of agenda. Make a motion.
Demick will move that.
Who's second?
Ricketts-Wales.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? You're approved. Approval of the minutes of August 6, 2025.
Van will move that.
Hanchett will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Scott Torrey is not here today. He's out of town, so I think he sent his agenda. Okay. And Laura, you are next with a very colorful,
It's the end of summer, you got to throw out those outfits that you never had a chance to wear during the season, you know? I don't even know if it goes, but today, it's what you're getting. So the big news is the State Fair. We just had our stuff, so all the kids that were awarded State Fair ribbons from all of the judging, their items went up to State Fair, and we have our booth and everything, and we just went up and gathered those to bring them back just yesterday. And Jen had mentioned how excited she was to see some of the items that she had judged for the Allegheny County Fair up there at the State Fair. So kind of brings it all together. She did not notice that they spell Allegheny with an H on our booth up there, but we are going to formally complain. Farmer Neighbor Dinner is coming up on September 24th. I will be putting one of these in your inboxes. And Farm to School, I don't know, things are winding down and starting back up again. We're, as you know, finishing up the SNAP program at the end of the month. Everybody will be, we actually did get a little bit of money to continue the reporting. They need all of their financials and all the data to be wrapped up by December 31st. So we will be having, Patty Amadon will be coming back for a month or two to wrap that up.
good in a bad situation.
Yeah.
Right.
So that is about it.
Okay. Anyone have any questions for Laura? Things are good?
Good enough.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
How do you like your new time slot?
It's perfect. Okay. It interferes with lunch, which is the least of my problems. At least I can do things in the afternoon. And it's not a new time slot. It's the original time
Oh, is
slot.
it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're glad to have you back. Thank you for all you do.
Yeah. Okay. So we have Cheryl Jackson and Sue Dempsey. Oh, I got to appoint the historian, don't I?
Yep.
Hold on, Cheryl. I skipped the appointment of the county historian.
Good afternoon. As a result of the board's interview process, we do have a resolution requesting the appointment of Amy Q to the part-time position of county historian. This appointment will start September 12th, as your board meeting September 11th. This will start the next day and run through the end of the year. So that term of office always coincides with the board's term.
Demick will move that.
Benton will second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, Cheryl.
Okay, I'm Cheryl Jackson, in case any of you didn't get my last name here. I am here representing the Allegheny County Historical Society. I'm a board member, as is Sue Dempsey as the treasurer, so we are requesting some funding to help keep our ship afloat there. It's a very busy place. We have an active board. We do what I think are some very great things that Sue will go into a little bit, but we need a little help, sometimes just in keeping the building up and running. It's been, most of the work there has been donated, and many, many things have been done by many, many people, but still, in the scheme of things, we could use some help. So some of the things that I put quickly down on a list were just utilities and general maintenance, some mailing costs for dues and bulletins. We send out a lot of that stuff. Printing cost for our brochures and quarterly bulletins. We do what we call here the Allegheny County Historical Society's recorder, and it's a nice little summary of activities for each quarter, and so we mail that out. Preservation and storage materials. We're getting requests from all over the county for document storage and things like that that is not available anyplace else. So we take on that cost, and we'd like to have some more special programming. We've had some things with Dr. Paquette and genealogy and different things like that, and even some artists that come in, and it's really fun, and people show up and then they enjoy it. So go on with a few other things. Sue brought up some great points, that insurances, like for everything else, are quite expensive, so it's $1,200 annually. We have computer network equipment and upgrades that we need to keep up in sync with all the things. We are constantly looking for grants to help us out, but it seems like a lot of them are not a lot of money and that they're hard to get. So we have memberships in professional societies and necessary subscriptions, both hard copy and computer services. So we have a lot of talented people who know far more than I about the history of the county, and I just think it's just really important to preserve and keep this going while we have the people that know the most about it, including Sue. So I'm going to turn it over to her.
Try not to read to you, but we have a fully functioning research facility over there and a rather impressive museum. Thank goodness for the Andover Main Street Memories, who provide us this beautiful building and help support us. Some of you were over when we had the dedication of the DAR, the reproduction pistols from the Burr Hamilton. So, and yet we looked through and we were happy to see your names there. We also continue to field requests from many people across the country and so forth, wanting information, genealogical assistance, all kinds of stuff, stop-ins, internet, phone requests. We all know about the Pink House, yet we appreciate it. But of course, until 2020, that had no official designation. Mrs. Wolfel called Ron Taylor in early 2020, wanted the ACHS to be the sponsoring group. It took a second phone call before he agreed. And I'm not going to say it was a good thing, but we weren't too busy otherwise. But Ron was extremely busy because this was a 6.5-month process to get this application ready for the state, and that came through in September of 2020. Unfortunately, she passed in August, but she knew it was coming. And 6.5 months there, and then the process continued. So once you're accepted at the state level, then it goes on to the national level. So the Pink House is also designated on the National Register of Historic Places. A recent effort, one of our trustees His efforts have resulted in the securing of a historic marker, which will go up soon, we hope. Arrangements need to be made with the family and installation and so forth, honoring a Tuskegee Airman from this county. I think you all know who that would be. Also, the ACHS cooperates greatly. They're a great help to us. The DAR Patriots Corner that we have over at the museum, they provide assistance. They have set hours, and they'll also come in if people want to make special arrangements. Before COVID, our group with a subcommittee were responsible for the Allegheny County History Awareness Week. And this was attended by hundreds of school kids who were bussed in from the schools. They haven't seen dial phones before, folks, and stuff like that. So, and they were bussed in. It was displays, presentations. I think it worked pretty well. And then we had COVID, and we lost Bill Heaney, who was the public face of the awareness group. We're hoping to bring that back. We're working on trying to get up some steam for this, to get this back up again and going for the spring. We have an ACHS representative who goes around and gives talks when requested, and he travels around with what we hope is, and we try to keep updated equipment, presentation, all that kind of stuff you need. We have 2 more initiatives the trustees have been talking about. One will be to try and get county students involved in research projects that they can present, and then maybe would have information that they could give to us, multimedia, written, and so forth. And that would involve the students. And then we also have another community service award, which would recognize somebody, either a person or organization, who has put forth a lot of efforts to help us preserve county history. Once it's gone, you know. Have you ever seen the dumpsters outside? They're clearing out somebody's, we go, oh my goodness. You know, but, you know, some of us are too old to be dumpster diving, or we'd be right in there trying to get that stuff back out of there, I'll tell you. And we also have, this was due to the generosity of Dr. William Paquette, we have a document preservation room in the building, and this is temperature and humidity controlled, and it's really needed for some of the older stuff that we have. So we have a lot of things going on, and your help would be appreciated. Thank you.
We're asking for $10,000 and would appreciate your consideration. Thank you very much for your time.
Mike?
Okay. I'm glad you mentioned that was climate controlled, your document room there, and it's also fireproof, correct? I'm a member of the Historical Society. I have to confess that right off the bat. I think it's invaluable what you folks do over there, and on a very thin dime, too. So I appreciate it, and I support us helping you out in any way we can.
Sue, do you have any kind of an admission to the
Any kind of admission to come in?
yeah,
No, there's a very classy donation jar.
okay. All right, well,
Come
that,
over and see it, Phil, yeah.
yeah,
It's just lovely, and people leave us money, you know.
yeah,
We do have a membership drive, but you know, it's hard to reach out to the entire county. We really don't have access to, you know, different parts of us. We can, you know, get some of the people we know in our communities and the board members, but it's not able to get out there as much as we
And being from Belfast, having a connection with Houghton, well, there are other people too besides me. We'd like to get more participation and,
yeah,
you know, just more contacts up in the northern part of the county too.
yeah.
So, sometimes people just think, oh, they're down there in Andover. No, it's not just Andover, it's Allegheny County. We'd like to get as much and as many people interested as we can.
Yeah. Well, any more questions? Go ahead, Mike.
Do we currently give them? I was trying to remember. I don't think it's the first time they've been here. Do we currently donate anything?
No.
Oh, Thank you.
Brooke?
Good segue, Mr. Healy. I guess the question's for the back table. I don't know who. What are we permitted to do in terms of accommodating requests like this, and what would the structure be for achieving that?
So you definitely could do this if you want to do it. I think, generally speaking, county governments can't just give away taxpayer resources to people that, just because they come in and they might be a worthy cause. But there are legal provisions that would allow you to provide for historical purposes. So that is one of the permitted things that you can give money away without having to pass a special local law. If you didn't have permission in the statute, Allison would draft you a local law otherwise. So I think this one's pretty straightforward. And Allison would just write up a simple contract, like the way we do with the sportsmen's groups and the Association of the Blind, just kind of a simple 2-page contract, and then you would make the appropriation pursuant to that contract and resolution. So you do have some money in your budget for contracting. It's more than this 10 grand. I think it's 15 grand, but we'll be using some of that for the salary for your new part-time historian for the remainder of the year. So I think between the two, you'll roughly use up the entire amount if you want to do this. So there's money aside this year.
Well, where do we go from here?
I think if this is something this committee would like to see happen, if you could perhaps just make a motion and vote on that one way or the other, that will give direction to the county attorney's office to start a contract, and we'll get an MOE around for the next resource management meeting.
Okay.
And then we'll have it on next month's agenda.
I'll make a motion that Allegheny County grant the Historical Society $10,000.
Someone second that?
Demick will second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None?
Thank you.
And I believe the next step would then go to the full board or Ways and Means.
Yeah. Ways
Ways and Means,
Yes,
so it has a few more committees.
it will. The end result will be a contract with the full appropriation.
Yeah.
A question for the ladies from the Historical Society. And I got to confess to also, I don't recall your past practice as far as, do you get a booth over at the county fair?
Yes.
Do you? Okay, and this year I wasn't at the fair. I was indisposed for a week there, but is that beneficial?
And they fill up memberships, and I want to tell you that I think the amount was $149. They were there for
Thank you.
Do you do any fundraisers other than your yard sale?
Well, not a lot so far. We have some programming that we've done, like I say, with the genealogy and such different things. And do we charge for those? I think they charge for that. But not a lot, just because we want to do that. It's just very hard. We're trying to think of, so we're trying to increase our membership and get some more members. I mean, the membership fee is nominal, you know, if we can just expand it. So we really are putting forth more effort as we see, you know, what things are costing and how it is to maintain the building. We know we have to do more.
Maybe our new, historian might be able to reach out and help you with some of that too.
Absolutely, yeah. So we've got some new ideas and we really want to step it up.
We're working on a program to reach out. In 2020, we sent letters out to individuals and tried to reach most of the businesses in the area, and not so much in the northern part of county again, because we don't have a lot of contacts up there. So we did that in 2020, and that got us some new members and some nice donations, and we're working on getting to that point again.
Possibly doing an annual appeal, for just finding a good time where it doesn't interfere with other people's annual appeals.
Okay. We will pass this on.
Appreciate your time.
Appreciate the information. Thank you. Unfinished business? New business? Good of the order? I'll ask for adjourn.
Hanchett will move.
All those in favor?